Good day, traders. This is Rich with some price action on the market. It's currently 4:27 p.m. March 31st, 2021, Wednesday hump day. Hope everyone's doing well today. We had the markets climbing, sort of. We had the SPX up 14. We had the NASDAQ up 201. We had the Dow Industrials down 86. Kind of like a mixed market, I would say. So make sure you subscribe for new, like the video, share the video, and comment on the video. I do have a few things to go over, like a major news event that went sideways. I'll get into all that in a second. But we did have the markets moving up on the SPY, and then it fell off at the end of the day. It's funny because the lunch period had this nice move up, between 12 and 130 and 2. And guess what? The 2 to 230 fail, right? The 2 to 230 drop on the SPY, like I've been talking about, and then the flush with the imbalances at the end of the day. Bit frustrating on certain, on certain trades, but for the most part, I did okay. I was up 275 on the day. I started it with Boeing. None of my initial little guys or low floaters, gap play styles were setting up, but Boeing set up real nice. Traded small. No, I was with 300. I was actually up 250 on Boeing, took another Boeing trade later on, and then gave back some of that. Unfortunately, I should have just stuck with my first. Boeing's just so difficult. I actually told someone the other day I'm not ever trading it again. But when it sets up in the morning, the first initial move, I think it was through the 256 level. Once it hit through 256 on this candle, I just ripped it up to 258 almost. I thought I was going to just continue with the market. And then it just pulled back, just chopped around and pulled back, and I got out with the rest of my shares. But it would have been one of those nice ones. Tesla was interesting. I did not trade it today, but did set up a couple times. I did a similar move today where it took out the highs, came back below the lows, and then ripped up for the rest of the day and went to 670. 672. That's a really nice move for Tesla today. We're talking 30 points. So it's back in almost near 700 again. You just never know with Tesla. That's crazy. Was it like 590 yesterday or something like that? Low a day, 591. So we'll just go through them. EIQ was a mistake. It was not news. It was just a mistake. I was following someone else. He was calling it because WAFU, I took WAFU today too, was cranking like no one's business from 850 to 1550 today. So it was a sympathy play, and I just ate it on it, man. I went small. Luckily, I dropped off from look, I lost $103 on 200 shares. It was so whippy. Like during this time, it was this one. I just got whipped in this one. Just got suckered in. Big moving. This thing's, open gap down 1150, went on up to 415. So this is just a stupid stock to be trading today. But I learned another lesson learned. YVR, I'm not too sure what I did there. Apple, I'm not really sure. I was looking for a second move on Apple. I thought I would get a little bit move here. No, I think it was on this candle, on this move down here. I didn't take advantage of it. Kind of late in the morning. Plug, I thought Plug is so hard. Like you try to get in it, it just flushed down, and I tried getting in on this candle here, got a little piece and got out real quick. And luckily I went in a little bit early and got a small gain, but it had the momentum today with Blink and all those other guys because of the infrastructure conversation we're about to get from the president. I don't know how that's going to play out. CAN was Bitcoin bouncing, and I took a CAN trade through here. Did not take full advantage of that at all. TLRY, TLRY, anytime you hear news on TLRY, I just pop in. It was this candle here. See the volume. And I just popped in with 300 shares, got a quick off, $44 on that one. So that was real nice. And, those are my core trades. MVIS and Microsoft. Let's talk about news. TLRY was a news event. Rooftop tells me not to talk about it because that's the first thing you learn in Fight Club is not to talk about a certain person. And I do not think this certain person was available, or actually he was online today to talk news. So we had the Youngin guy talking news, and he gets all the information out, but he's not quick. He's not quick. So meanwhile, between Microsoft and IVAC, I think. So you got IVAC here, Microsoft, and MBIS, right? All making crazy moves. But it was Microsoft I was focused on. I actually, on my tweet deck, which is like if I put an arrow next to this right here, my tweet deck is, if I go like that, I'm in my other monitor and it's right there. And I saw one of the followers, or one of the people I follow for news, post Microsoft signs a $22 billion deal with the Army. So I look over at Microsoft and it's like right here. And I'm like, okay, we already took out the highs of the day. I jump in. It goes against about 15 cents or so. Microsoft's kind of, choppy, floppy, kind of moving quick. And then, it goes in my favor and I get out, and then it rips 1.5. And then all of a sudden, Youngin from Benzinga gets on. He's like, Microsoft signs a deal with the military or Army. And I get in again small and actually lose on the trade. And then it rips another point. So then I'm trying to trade it going up and down through this level. In fact, I waited till it got down to this 20 EMA right here and took a bounce off of it with 200 shares. And that's what got me back to break even on Microsoft, or up a little bit. I was actually I was up $40. I was down $40, and then I ended up $40 on Microsoft today trading news. Meanwhile, I was putzing around with that stuff. And I had the opportunity, super opportunity, based on news and people I follow and TweetDeck, 1450 on MVIS, and I just couldn't take advantage. I just couldn't do it. I wasn't fast enough. I wasn't fast enough. I was looking at Microsoft. So then I started putzing around with it up here, and I ended up just making some small gains with 22.65. I actually traded small with it because it was kind of whippy and spready at times. So yeah, I'm still trading small. Today was way better than the Monday and Tuesday trading. That is for sure. I was happy to take advantage of a couple trades and be up 275. I really, with that Microsoft, if the person that cannot be named was here, I honestly think I would have been all in on that trade. There's no doubt I was going. I mean, I saw it. I'm like, holy cow. But I think I would have gotten the report earlier from that guy, and I would have just hammered this trade, because I know a lot of people did. I mean, it's a straight up. Let's go to 1 minute. So I want to see what it looks like on 1 minute. So, I mean, look at this thing, just ripping. I was only trading 300 shares on Microsoft. I wasn't trading like 1,000 shares. But 300 shares, it can move really quick. Once it gets going, it's just so nice. I was in on this little candle here where it went up and flushed out and then went back up. So I need to be prepared. That's what I need to work on with news trades. Is like, once you see these kind of moves, you need to be able to digest a little bit and then get in it and let it run with it, unless you're actively moving up at the time. So anyway, that's my day. I hope you guys did well. It is Wednesday. I think we have one more trading day this week. Time is flying. I mean, we're almost in April. This is the end of March. That's right, end of March. I just realized that just now, March 31st. So again, subscribe for new, like the video, share the video, and comment on the video. And hopefully April, post tax season, I guess, and post the stimulus talk or infrastructure talk, maybe we can get some momentum. Maybe we can get like 10-15% back on the losses we've seen on the QQQ. We're talking on the daily, it's been dropping off pretty good, and we're chopping around here. Maybe the NASDAQ gets back up to 330, or if we can go back to 300 in April, and then kind of flip around there, that'd be nice. So we'll just see. Anyway, subscribe, like, share, comment. Talk to you guys tomorrow.